Chuck, 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 Chuck. Oh shit! Sorry about that. I don't know when I went out. I'm gonna go back up a little bit. Sorry about that. For everybody who was watching, I don't know. Can somebody in the chat tell me what round I went out at when my audio dropped out? Anybody? Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna go back and just start over from round three. Um, so let me go back to round three. I'll make it quick. The most important part is looking at who gets the ranked choice voting and whether or not the distribution is favoring either Barbara Lee or Lauren. Actually, let me just start from the beginning. So round one, I'm going to talk quick because I'm starting over. President Christina Grappo got 107 votes total, 0.2%. She went out first. She was eliminated. If you look at who her votes went to, is 16 to Tyrone Jordan, 6 to Peter Liu, 6 to 8 to Rania Webb, 5 to Swaney, 8 to Barbara Lee, 10 to Susan Robinson, 20 to Lauren Taylor, and 3 to Eric Simpson, 7 to Mindy, and 22 exhausted. So it looks like Lauren won that one with 20. Not that it was a big deal, but Barbara did not win it. And she actually got third to Tyrone Jordan, who is a surprising candidate when he ends up getting, I believe, 2% of the vote overall at the end. And we'll see what happens. It's pretty exciting toward the end here. Okay, round two. Peter Liu was eliminated. The infamous Peter Liu, always running, 187 votes this time, 0.39% of the vote. And he gave his votes to 20 to Jordan, 15 to Webb, 21 to Swaney, 48 to Barbara Lee, 9 to Susan Robinson, 20 to Lauren Taylor, 10 to Eric Simpson, 12 to Mindy Petronuk, and 28 exhausted and 4 overvote. Looks like Barbara Lee won that round, and Lauren Taylor and Tyrone Jordan coming in second. Oh, sorry, Elizabeth 20. So it was pretty much an equal distribution for Peter Liu. Moving on to the next round, I believe that was Rania Webb, round three. Elizabeth Swaney with 0.49% of the vote. Again, less than 1%, and 239 votes. Let's see who they went to. 19 to Tyrone Jordan, 20 to Webb, 39 to Lee. She won, 39 for Lee and Taylor, so they tied. 22 to Suze Robinson, 31 to Eric Simpson, 23 to Mindy Petronuk, 42 exhausted, meaning people did not choose anyone, and 4 overvotes, meaning they were disqualified for picking 2 or more in the same category. Barbara and Lauren both tied. No clear winner here. Again, what this trend is showing is that Barbara Lee is not getting a heavy enough percentage of the ranked choice voting vote to have her catch up with RCV. So she's going to have to catch up through actually getting more raw votes. It won't be a ranked choice voting thing. And this will hold, as you will see. Next, Eric Simpson, 393 votes, 0.8%. Tyrone Jordan gets 36, as well as Rania Webb. Barbara Lee gets 118, far and away the most. Suze Robinson, 27. Lauren Taylor, 58. Mindy Petronuk, 47. 70 exhausted, only 1 overvote. Now let's to round 5. Now, if you look here, you see in round 5, Barbara Lee at 46% and Lauren at 48%. His lead is slightly growing. He's actually getting slightly more ranked choice voting, very, very slightly from the beginning. So Barbara Lee is not gaining any ground due to ranked choice voting at all. So next, Suze Robinson goes out. I saw her in an elevator today at Lauren Taylor's victory party or whatever it's called. And yeah, cool person. I thought she did a decent job. And 37 votes for Suze, went to Tyrone, 67 to Rania Webb, 119 to Barbara Lee. Lauren Taylor with 140, Mindy with 35, 55 exhausted, 2 overvotes. Lauren wins again. That's twice he's won. Or maybe, hey, look, he keeps coming ahead in RSTV. That's a good trend. All right, Rania Webb went out next. Now, as you see, Lauren's getting closer to 50%. Not there yet. Rania Webb gives. Now, you would think Rania, who was going around taking pictures with Barbara Lee, and they were trying to do the ranked choice voting ploy. Well, Barbara Lee did get the most, but they're both black women. So if the biggest predictors are race and sex, that holds. But 109 to Tyrone and 131, only 60 something different. That's not a big gain. 80 to Mindy, 67 exhausted, 3 overvotes. Barbara Lee wins this round. She doesn't gain much. Now we're in game around 7. If you're looking around 7, Lauren's almost at 50%. Is at 49.3. Barbara Lee's at 47. 3% nearly behind 50%. Let's see who Mindy's votes go to. Now, remember, Mindy is trying to run the ranked choice voting strategy with Lauren Taylor. She directed her voters, mostly Republican, independent, to vote for Lauren Taylor. Mindy comes in with 1.6% of the overall vote after ranked choice voting. And she gave 130 to Tyrone Jordan. Again, it's how hard to predict this stuff. 88 to Barbara Lee, the least amount. And she gave 282 to Lauren Taylor. And 269 chose not to vote for anyone else. Lauren wins this round by a lot. So it looks like Lauren's winning so far the ranked choice voting war. Very surprising. All right, let's get to the big one. Now, Lauren Taylor actually won in this round here. He gets 50.8%. He's almost 2.5 points ahead. Again, his lead grew slightly. Tyrone Jordan. Tyrone gave $10,000 of his own money, more than he spent on his own campaign by a considerable amount. He spent every day bootlicking for Barbara Lee, attacking people, maligning people, calling Lauren Taylor MAGA. I mean, the brother really sold out. And look what his voters did. They did give a lot. 438 of his. How many votes did he get overall? Tyrone Jordan comes in third place with 2.3%. That's it. Ranked choice voting pretty much did not matter much. And if anything, it's favoring Lauren Taylor. Even after accounting for Lauren gets 266 and Barbara got 438. So she got about 170 more. Not enough. So unless the votes start to come in big time for Barbara Lee, then she will lose and Lauren Taylor will win. What does that mean for my closing thoughts? If Lauren Taylor wins after being down 30, 40%, 40 points, nearly dying, starting his campaign late, being maligned, smeared, bullied around, or they tried to bully him. He started to stand up for himself a little bit later in the game. But just how nasty and how desperate the progressives were, how much money the unions dumped into these elections. I'm going to go to District 2 election next, actually, and talk about that. It's not going to be a long discussion. Newsflash, Charlene Wong, Terminator, she won. She was the hardest working candidate. I went to Harold Lowe's watch party. I was rooting for Harold Lowe. He got third place. The unions could not buy a candidate. Their candidate, whatever her name is, I forget, she got second place by a lot, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then Measure A won by 2 to 3, 60-something, 30-something. People, for some reason in Oakland, love voting on more taxes. I cannot understand it for the life of me. But it means that the progressives are done. They tried to blame defund the police on Lauren Taylor. They tried to blame their beloved defund the police on Lauren Taylor. Cat Brooks stood down and tried to celebrate Barbara Lee, who was asking for more police and 850 cops. Talk about we need more police. The same thing that she spent 4 years trying to bully, acting all hysterical, like everybody was a sellout every time they asked for more police. But all of a sudden, she drops all of that on command, like the good little doggy she is. These people are shameless. I'm sorry. I've sounded the same since I got in politics. Anybody who knows me knows I've been saying the same stuff, fighting for the working class, calling out hypocrisy, wanting more for my government, from labor to community organizing. I ain't changed with these people, man. Y'all be switching up real quick. And again, it's okay to grow. It's okay to admit you're wrong, but to try to darvo, deny, accuse, reverse victim, offender, to try to blame other people for the things that you were doing and scapegoat people for your own failure, that's low. That's dirty. Especially when you have been poverty pimping the city of Oakland the whole time. Anyway, about to end it there. We'll see what tomorrow brings and what more data brings. But when it comes to ranked choice voting, things are looking good for Lauren Taylor. Oh, actually, I told you I was going to go back. So let me go back to show you the other elections real quick. So we got District 2, Charlene Wong, 3,000 votes, 50.45%. Cara Murray Badal, 1,500 votes. They spent $800,000 for 1,500 votes. Harold Lowe with 784 votes. Kenitha with 303 votes. She went hard, only got 300 votes. But let's get back to Cara Murray Badal. 26.15% of the vote. The union spent how much money to get how many votes? First time I ran for office, I got like 3,300 votes. I got more than, I didn't know you could win office with 3,000 votes, but it looks like Charlene Wong is going to be a city council person with only 3,000 votes. He's going to have to hold that and win again in 2026. But congratulations to Charlene. You had a lot of support. You worked really hard and you accomplished your goals. So good job. I hope you do well. Measure A. Why? 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 Why do we vote for more taxes? You know this is not going to encourage businesses to come here. 29,000 votes, 64%, super majority. And 16-3, which I was one of them, for no. But it passed. It passed. So yeah, Peter Shaw, good night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see what the new vote count brings. It better not wait till Friday. We sent a strong letter, a real strong letter to the pretty much everyone, the register of voters, Alameda County Board of Supervisors, statewide election people. I showed that letter before, and if you did not see it, or if you're in the audience and you did not see the letter and you want me to review it, I can bring it up and show it to you. You got about 20 seconds to leave a comment before I sign out. All right. I guess that's it. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. We have a special episode on you just in time, Mr. CKC. All right, I'm gonna bring it up. Don't even worry. Say less. Let me bring up this letter. I'll have it up in 1 minute. Give me a minute here. I got to bring it on up. Give me just 1 more minute. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, I got a good this letter is really good. You're gonna wanna definitely gonna wanna stay here. It'd be well worth the wait. 1 second. Oh, that's why. Okay, here we go. It's downloading right now. I'll be up in a minute. Okay, I'm going to read it in case you're on your phone. So we sent this letter from our committee, our IE, that we had for Lauren Taylor. We sent it to David Harbert, president of the Alameda County Board of Supervisors, Tim Dupuy, the Registrar of Voters, from the Office of Registrar of Voters, and Alameda County. And if you look at the end, we also sent it to some other people. This is regarding election integrity expectations and urgent certification requirement for April 2025 special election. Dear President Harbert and Registrar Dupuy, I serve as counsel for responsible leadership for Oakland, elect Lauren Taylor for Mayor 2025 Committee, an independent expenditure committee to formally convey our hopes for integrity, transparency, and timely certification in connection with the April 15, 2025 special election. This is the letter that IE that I was working with, the PAC, that we were running all the videos you saw to oppose Barbara Lee and support Lauren. So we were running all those billboards you saw around town, that stuff we were helping out with. This is no ordinary election. The city of Oakland is in a state of fiscal crisis and political transition. The next mayor must be certified without delay, as Oakland's fiscal year 2025-2026 budget is scheduled for release the first week of May. This makes every day of delay in certification consequential. Urgency is paramount. The well-being of Oakland's residents depends on stable leadership to steer the city through the coming budget cycle. The new mayor must have time to engage with the process in April, May, and June. Oakland cannot afford to wait weeks for final results. We urge the Registrar's Office and the Board of Supervisors to take all lawful steps to expedite the verification and certification process. And we are requesting a fully transparent election process on behalf of citizens of Oakland. Background: prior errors must not be repeated. We are compelled to remind you of serious errors made in the administration of the November 2022 election, specifically the admitted tabulation errors in the ranked choice voting RCV system that materially impacted multiple contests. As widely reported by CBS News Bay Area and the Oakland Side, Boo, and Alameda County Board of Supervisors, I'll add, the Wall Street Journal also covered this in the article called Oops, We Botched RCV. And I'll also add that the very first manual recount of a ranked choice voting election in history led to an overturned election in the school board election. Anyway, get back to this. The Alameda County Board of Supervisors voted unanimously in January 2023 to pursue recounts in several races, including the Oakland mayoral election. However, no recount was ever conducted. Registrar Tim Dupuy and County Council subsequently asserted the board lacked authority to compel the recount, despite it having voted for it. And the registrar ultimately declined to act. That failure eroded public trust and demonstrated a troubling lack of accountability. This mistake must not be repeated. Legal and procedural demands. Timely and lawful certification. We call on the Registrar of Voters to move swiftly and lawfully to certify the election. Oakland urgently needs a mayor in place for budget planning and governance, full adherence to recount protocols. In the event of a close margin or credible irregularities, I'll say that again. In the event of a close margin or credible irregularities, the board and registrar must implement all legal recount procedures. The unfulfilled 2022 board authorized recount undermined public trust and must not be repeated. Daily recast of cast vote records, CVRs. Beginning April 16th, we request CVRs to be published every 24 hours, segmented by precinct and voting method. This is a statewide norm, especially crucial in high-interest close elections. Cites all our sources at the end. Daily process status updates. Clear daily updates should be provided and the number of ballots received, verified, and counted, including all vote by mail, drop-off, and provisional ballots. Live access to ballot proceedings. The processing must be open to the public, and we recommend this be done via live streaming, as required by California Election Code 15104. Candidates and observers must have sufficient access to ballot handling, from drop boxes to voting centers to the registrar's office, before and after Election Day. hourly election night results. We acknowledge your plan to release results hourly on April 15th. All ranked choice tabulation data and files should be released with each update. Transparent public communication. As reported by Oakleside on April 11, 2025, and updated on April 15th. The Registrar's Office does not plan to release updated vote totals between election night and Friday afternoon. In a close and highly visible race, this lack of transparency risks undermining voter confidence. We request ongoing public communication and data access to continue uninterrupted through certification, so the public is well informed during the tabulation process. Oakland voters deserve a process that is transparent, competent, and legally sound, nothing less. We ask that your office do their best to ensure open, legal, and accurate process. Sincerely, Rebecca Olson, J. Olson, shareholder, on behalf of Responsible Leadership for Oakland, elect Lauren Taylor for Mayor 2025. We also copied Donna Ziegler, Alameda County Council, and the California Secretary of State Election Division. And we did this to ensure election integrity, and we did this for you and everybody watching, because we know that there's still elections in California. We've seen those just irregularities in the 2022 election, and we're not having that this time. We're not having that this time. We got a federal government that will have our back. If we call BS on this election and we've got the data to prove it, it's going to be a problem. It's all smoke, okay? It's going to be a problem. It's all smoke. And I would say we had poll watchers take this letter to Alameda County, and they was freaking out like we had the, I don't know, man, like a super VIP pass to Coachella that got us all the way up in somebody's nutsack. We was over there and somebody's, anyway, I'm making bad jokes at 12:30. It's late. But anyway, I'm gonna sign out for real. I read the letter for y'all who wanted to see it. Mr. CKC and Wellness Cottage, Valley Joe, all my peoples out here, thank you for watching, tuning in the late night hour. We are praying that this election holds, at least I am, because Barbara Lee is a disaster. We can't have her. So that being said, peace, Oakland. I love you. Good night for real this time. Good morning. And I'll see you later today.
Yo, I swear it's only up from here. 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 I hold my chest when I drop these. Once upon us.